Good morning. So today we're off to the DMZ, also known as the Demilitarized Zone, the neutral UN-controlled area between North and South Korea. It kind of lies over the border. So we're going to be going to different points along the border, seeing different things. We'll have chances to look over, across and out towards North Korea from the south, and also to step over the border in the joint security area. You may have seen it. It's like a room with like guards inside a table where the two countries often have exchanges. And we'll get to step across the border to North Korea, and it'd be really cool because last year I went to Pyongyang, which is the capital of North Korea, and I got to see it from that side. Since visiting North Korea last year, Korean history is something I've been really interested in, and although I didn't get to go to the DMZ from the North Korean side, I did get to explore Pyongyang, the city, on a guided tour. So I'm interested to see what the country looks like from the south, and I think we'll get to step over the border, so I suppose technically we'll be in North Korea. Don't know whether I'd really count it as going twice, but it'd be really interesting to kind of see that point where the two countries meet and see in person how it all kind of plays out. So yeah, really looking forward to the tour. We're up bright and early. You've got to go to a hotel in the centre to pick up a bus. And then we'll be making tracks for the border.
We also had to wear collared shirts, and finding out this the day before I left, I grabbed the only one I could find, hence why I look like I got dressed in the dark.
It's going to be 32 today, and we're dressed like this in long pants, just because of the dress regulations at the DMZ, which is ridiculous, really. But we've got to abide by the rules, so we're not really prepared for this weather.
It was a lovely morning in Seoul and was shaping up to be a cracking day of exploring. We headed to the Panmunjom Travel Centre by the Koreana Hotel and joined our tour there. We were accompanied on the bus by our tour guide as well as a North Korean defector who answered questions from various different members of our group as we continue towards our first stop of Imjingak, a park containing various statues and monuments commemorating the Korean War. It sits on the bank of the Imjin River, across from which stood North Korea in full view, with both sides connected by the Freedom Bridge. Then it was back on the bus and onto Dorasan Station.
So this is the train station that will hopefully one day connect North Korea to South Korea. The line that connects the two countries does run through this station, and I think one day they're hoping that it'll connect South Korea with Europe via the railways in Russia, maybe the Trans-Siberian Express. Ahead of me there's a ticket office where you can buy tickets to Pyongyang. I don't think there's any services, not in the near future anyway. But yeah, it's really strange that there's this massive train station, and at the moment, or in the near future, it doesn't look like it's going to be used.
The ticket to Pyongyang is purely a souvenir, although it does allow you to go through the turnstile and out onto the platform.
And this is the platform that you would take if you were going to North Korea or further south. No, actually, this is the one you take to go to the north. South will be the opposite side.
Next up, it was the Dorasan Observatory, which provides scenic views out across the Demilitarized Zone.
I will just show you North Korea now.
the day wearing on, it was time for a lunch break where we filled up on Korean beef, vegetables and rice before continuing to the third tunnel of aggression.
So the North Koreans built 4 infantry tunnels going from the border underneath the South Korean land, and they were aiming for Seoul. Unfortunately for them, South Korea found all 4 tunnels, although they suspect there actually might be more. And we're at the 3rd one right now. We got to walk right down to it. It's like so deep underground, so taxing on your legs just to walk down and back up again. But unfortunately we weren't allowed our cameras there, so don't have any of the footage to show you, but they've got like a cool museum. We went and watched a little movie about it. And there's a few cool like monuments outside to commemorate it.
That was the penultimate stop on the tour, and now it was time for the main event, the joint security area of the DMZ. We were led into the JSA's visitor centre by a United States soldier who will be accompanying us around the site. After a presentation about the history of Korea and the DMZ, we got on a different bus that was headed for the border.
And if you look to your direct left, you'll be able to see the Peace House. That is where Chairman Kim Jong-un and President Moon did the 2018 Inter-Korean Summit. And then to your right is the Freedom House, which will be entering shortly. I want you guys to stand on the right side of the stairs when you get up top.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Freedom House.
The soldier gave us a quick rundown of what was going to happen over the next few minutes, and then we were taken outside and lined up in front of a row of small blue buildings, behind which stood North Korea.
I'm going to give you about 2 or 3 minutes, and then after you're done, we're going to go inside T2.
The room we were entering was a meeting room where representatives from both North and South Korea meet occasionally, sitting around the table which sits in the centre of the room. Out of the window you could see the dividing line between the two countries, whilst at the back of the room you could go and get a photo with one of the soldiers and step into North Korea, as I did. But does this really count as visiting North Korea? Personally, I don't count it. You don't touch the ground, you're not outside. The whole area is pretty much a controlled, neutral site. If you count that, then you may as well count stopovers in airports or flying over a country's airspace as actually having visited a nation. And to me, it just doesn't really feel like an authentic experience. Of course, each person will define countries differently, but in my eyes, this doesn't count. I'd love to know what you guys think though, so leave your opinion in the comments below. After that, it was back to Seoul, even bringing the riot police out for my impending arrival.
We're back from the DMZ tour now in Seoul, as you can see. And I have to say, I really enjoyed that. It was great to be able to sort of see how North and South are kind of getting closer towards peace, I suppose. We didn't see any sort of North Korean soldiers in that meeting room like we thought we would. If you're ever in Seoul, I really recommend taking the DMZ tour and taking the full one, the one that goes to Panmunjom, I think it's called, where the JSA is. I get to see kind of right up close, right at the border, and you even get to sort of step over the North and South divide. Oh, look at these dogs. So I'm down this road, there's like loads of shops with dogs in. I feel dead sorry for them because they're all in these little boxes.
Then I headed back to get a quick shower and a change of clothes before checking out the city's night markets and sampling more street food.
Like chicken and a spicy sauce with like sesame seeds on, and then this kind of thing. So if anyone watching knows what this is, it's almost like a pasta slash cheese. Feel free to let me know. Cheers. Yeah, not bad.
Soon the night wound down, but I didn't go to bed as I had a flight to Kazakhstan at 4:30 in the morning, so I needed to get off to the airport.
So that's the end of my Seoul adventure. As you can see, I'm on my way to the airport. I've got the neck cushion on the backpack. I'm gonna have to spend about 6 hours there before my flight. So I don't know whether I'll be sleeping on the floor, checking in early, or what's gonna happen. But no, I've really loved Seoul. I actually preferred it to Tokyo, which is not a shot at Tokyo. I just think Seoul's really cool. It's quite cosmopolitan. It's a little bit more edgy than Tokyo. I think Tokyo is quite like a safe destination. But I just love the kind of vibe around Seoul. I'd definitely recommend it to any travellers coming this way. It's not too expensive. It's a little bit more than probably your Balis and your Thailands of the world, but for an Asian city, it's absolutely top class. But for a global city, it's absolutely top class. So I'm looking forward to getting to Astana. Hopefully, it's a little bit easier to get around there, but I guess we'll wait and see. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've made it this far. If you have, give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to my channel. There'll be plenty more where this came from. That's something I'm really trying to do at the moment, is trying to up my video game. But thanks once more, and we'll see you next time.